Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you about ChatGPT. So if you haven't heard, so ChatGPT can help you basically do a bunch of stuff. So it can help you with like answering different questions. Basically, in regards to code, you can code you can ask it English and it'll write you code. It's pretty advanced. It's by I think Elon Musk owns it. I'm not 100% sure about all the information about it, but here's some examples. So as you can see on the screen, you can explain some different stuff, quantum computing. You can ask it questions. It can even give you advice, like random things, like relationship advice or anything like that. If you give it some information, it'll start helping you with stuff. So it's built with Python and maybe some JavaScript stuff, but mostly Python. So it's artificial intelligence. So you can ask it, like for example, so you can go to this website here, chat.openai.com. I think it might be / chat. So just Google ChatGPT login. That's how I got onto it. You need a mobile number to sign up. A house number might work. Actually, I don't think a house number does work. Like a house phone, like a landline, you need an actual mobile number. And if you use like chat apps to sign up, you need to have the paid version of the chat app, I think, to get the referral code. So I can click this plus sign, new chat. I don't think it worked. I'll just hit this tab on the top left, new chat there. Is it loading? Okay, so there's a chat box at the bottom. You can type stuff. So this can be with any code. So for the investing people, you can use it to create trading bots too. You can use it to create code, like you can do PineScript for TradingView. Only has PineScript 4 at this time. So any PineScript 5 you'll have to convert yourself. That's the downside of it right now. I think it has full MQL4 and full MQL5. So if you're coding EAs in like MetaTrader, expert advisors, it works. Obviously, any other language like Python, C, Java, C#, C++, JavaScript, Android, Swift, whatever you want. React, PHP, like it'll tell you anything. So any codes, all you have to do is be like, okay, well, so I'll do two examples. I'm not going to make two videos, so I'll do one for the investing people, one for just the coding people. So we'll do one example. So I can be like, you can just type hi, and I'll just show you how it works. So it just says, hello, how can I help you today? Just be like, I want to, or no, I'll say, can you help me write a code? Type that. So it'll tell you stuff. Sometimes you have to keep asking it. It may tell you to try to do it first. Then you could be like, I'm stuck, can you help me? And then just tell it what to do. So maybe I'll just do this. I'll do one example for two different groups of people. So for the code people, I'll do an investing just for the coding people, I'll do an investing example today. For those investing people that want to do they want to make a bot or start up, maybe they want to create an indicator, create a strategy or something like that. So I'll be like, I want to create a code I'll go with PineScript, which is I think it's a form of JavaScript, between Python and JavaScript. It's its own language for the TradingView platform. It's based on Python and JavaScript. Actually, I'll do two examples, so I'll just go I want to create a code in PineScript. So then I'll tell you some information about it. So it tells you that you can create indicators and strategies for the TradingView platform. I'll be like, I want to create a strategy. You can create a strategy. So just be, which is basically a bot. So an actual strategy makes buy and sell orders off your strategy. So it's be like, I want to buy when price is oversold on the RSI, and buy when the price is, I want to buy when the price, and I want to short sell when the price is overbought on the RSI. So RSI is for the coding people, it's an indicator called relative strength index. It has a formula to calculate it. And so we'll just type that and see what it does. So it gives you some extra parameters. The 14, so it calculates the code based on a 14-day input number for the RSI, which is a parameter given to the RSI 14, and is below the 30 parameter oversold. And so I want to buy when the 14-day RSI is below 30, oversold, and short sell when the 14-day RSI is above 70. So it actually writes you the code here, as you can see. You can see it better, not too bad on mobile, but because I'm on mobile right now. But if you're on a computer, you can see it pretty well. This strategy will buy when the 14-day RSI is below 30 and short sell when the 14-day RSI is above 70. It gives you a comment, so it has inputs, length points to input. 14, min val is 1, so that's a built-in function in PineScript. If you're interested in PineScript, for those coding people, you can check it out. Go to tradingview.com. Open a chart once you create a free account. Go down to the PineScript editor. You can open a built-in script, and then you can click somewhere on the tabs in the Pine editor to open the documentation. Or you can just Google PineScript documentation. So create some parameters. Oversold is 30, overbought is 70, length, that's a built-in function, I think. Input is just it's a built-in function where you can change based on a GUI. You can change it from for example 15 to 20 by a dialog box for coders, if that makes sense. So then now it says it calls RSI, which is a built-in function. So I won't go over all the code, but it tells you if RSI is less than oversold. Strategy.entry long. So these are all built-in functions. So create a entry, which is a long. So buy, that means, and if it's greater than 70, then short sell. So that's just a basic code you can create. Maybe I'll just do another coding example. So we'll be like, okay, I want to maybe can you help me write a for loop in C++? See what it does. Sure, here's an example of a basic for loop in C++. So it's kind of cheap now because we didn't have this in university. I guess even in high school now, but you can do your homework for you. It'll write you whole essays. It's pretty crazy. You can get it to write your whole assignment for you, which is kind of cheap. I don't know how they're going to check for that plagiarism, because if that is true, no one's really learning anything. But it can help you. Let's say you work several hours at a problem, and for example, you go on Stack Overflow and ask someone, and if someone doesn't like you personally, they don't like your picture, they don't like your name, they won't answer you, and you'll never get help. So I've had to actually, for example, my picture with a beard wouldn't get much help. I'm not saying that they're against me, but if I add a normal picture with a random name, no beard, an avatar, I named it Jack or something, then I get tons of replies. Or if I go with a girl, I get lots of replies too. But for some reason, sometimes I don't get replies. So I don't normally ask too much on Stack Overflow. I've asked a few questions here and there, but this thing will help you, so it doesn't judge you. So it's nice to not be judged. You can just ask it for help. There's no one's gonna be like, oh, I don't want to help you, or I'd rather help someone else, or something like that. So it can help you. So as you can see, it tells you to include iOS stream, call the in-main function. We'll be going over C++ later on. So basically, for I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus, then it's saying, okay, well, call std cout, which is like the print, and then less than I, less than, or between I and between the quotation, between the quotations, and then return 0. So basically, it's it can tell you anything. This is just a kind of just like a 10-minute video, just to go over ChatGPT to help you guys. If you want to create bots, it can point you in the right direction. You may have to ask it the right questions. Sometimes it won't understand you right away, but if you can reference different advice. So you can reference things that it's already told you. For example, I can be like, okay, well, so you can be like, can you take the RSI strategy that you created in PineScript and now also buy if the price is above the 200-day SMA. So it'll know what SMA is, simple moving average. So I'll type that, it'll say, sure, here's an example of how you can add a check for the two. So it'll take the code that it already wrote, either modify it or just use it as it is. So you can reference things that you already told it, so it's pretty smart. So it's now saying, okay, well, I know to take the strategy we just created by referencing it in English. You don't even have to paste it out. It's crazy advanced. Minus the fact that it only has PineScript 4. Every other language is updated, so the only coding language I saw that it's not updated as an old version of it is PineScript, because I think they changed that PineScript in the last year. But it says, okay, in this example, the strategy will now check if the current close price is above the 200-day SMA, in addition to checking if the 14-day RSI is below 30. Only if both conditions are true, the strategy will enter a long position. So you can change it if it doesn't do the exact same thing that you told it. You can pause that if you want to read all of that. You can pause it if you want to read that. And then we'll just go back up here. So here's the code. You can pause it, slow it down, whatever. So you can add it to sell oppositely. So right now it's only buying if it's above the SMA 200. You can also sell if it's below the SMA 200. So as you can see, the code changed. Calls built-in RSI and SMA functions. Sets SMA length to 200. Now it says, okay, well, if RSI is less than oversold and close is greater than SMA, then enter a long. So it changes the code, changes the bot. This is a bot, basically. You can modify it to make sure it's running properly and all that. Add the extra things that are missing. But so there you go, guys. That's ChatGPT. You can check it out. It's really helpful for coding stuff. You can also ask it random questions. It might be able to help you. So thanks for watching. If you guys like the video, you can like and subscribe to the channel for more programming and investing tutorials, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.